everybody, and welcome to the first annual Green Game Jam Awards ceremony. We are pretty excited to have all of you with us, both in person and online. And there are still a few people coming in and joining us, so occasionally we might be doing some admin, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, we're really excited about everybody in the room as well that we can see. But this, of course, isn't the first year of the Jam. We're already in year 4, but it is the first time we're actually hosting an awards ceremony. And first off, maybe we'll introduce ourselves. You probably all know us because you've been hassled by us via email, etc. But I'm Deborah.
And I'm Lisa.
Nice to
see you here,
guys. Yes, exactly. And that's this afternoon, we're going to be celebrating all the incredible work from all of you. So all of you have put in a ton of work, and we're just here to,
celebrate that and highlight some of the cool stuff.
Exactly. So we're gonna get going because we've got a lot to get through. So let's get started.
All right. So we're super excited, as Deb already said, that you are here digitally, as well as some of you in London in the room next to us. Our friends at Ukie are hosting us. Thank you very much for having us here and putting up with us and being patient and trying to set everything up kind of last minute. If you happen to be in London and we didn't invite you yet, we are very sorry, but feel free to come this way still. Just type in Ukie on Google Maps and you'll be here in a minute. A little bit of housekeeping before we get started. The show will run for roughly 90 minutes. We don't really have time for Q&A, but feel free to use the chat and talk to each other and cheer on your peers. Before we continue, we would love to ask you all to please turn off your cameras, mute yourself, and click on the view in Zoom on the top right corner to hide non-video participants. And this way we can make sure that at all times, you can see us and the people in the room here next to us, and the amazing slides that we have prepared for this show as well.
That's right. So moving on. Of course, we want to, first of all, start by saying thank you to all of the participants this year. We've had 40 games that have been innovating and coming up with new ways to delight and educate players. And so we really just wanted to, give a big thank you to all of you who have participated. We know it's not always easy. It takes your time and your effort. And so, we're just super grateful and excited.
So everyone really is a winner here. We've been so impressed by the ambition, the energy, and the effort from everybody this year. So let's give a quick round of applause to everyone.
Oh, we can hear the applause in the other room. It's so nice. And something new this year is that for the very first time, along with this hybrid ceremony, we've also got an actual award. So this award is made from 100% recycled materials, including things like bottles and labels, recycled acrylic, and single-use packaging. So everybody here is going to get an actual physical award to take home to your studio, which we're hoping, if you take this guy into your studio, you might get to show it off and then hopefully inspire more action within your studio as well. Maybe you'll make other studios a little bit jealous. It's always good to have a bit of competition. So,
yes.
Yeah. But we're really excited about this. It's we think it's beautiful.
Yeah, we do. So speaking of awards, let's do a quick run through of what we can expect today. There have been a few changes. We're actually going to be giving out 10 awards instead of 8. You already know about the Google's choice, the media's choice, industry's choice, and the others that are highlighted here. But we have 2 new bonus awards that you'll find out more about throughout the afternoon here. We unfortunately had to drop one award, the Creator's Choice. Our partner for this is going through some internal hardship, unfortunately, and we didn't manage to organize the judging panel with enough time to go through all the 40 submissions. Having said that, let's remind ourselves as well what the Jam was about this year and what the creations are about.
Yeah, so a quick reminder of the theme. It was the wildlife, and this year we really wanted to try to help players connect with nature on an emotional level. And we thought, you know, what better way to do that than to showcase the wonderful wildlife all across the globe. And we were supporting species in 3 wild ecosystems around the world, the Himalayas, the Western Indian Ocean, and the Amazon. And of course, we had mascot species for these as well. We had the snow leopard, the manta ray, and the harlequin toad, who was very, very popular. And we just wanted to show you little snippets of what that looked like.
So starting off with the snow leopard, here's some of the examples that we saw in your different games. Lots of creative aspects here around the snow leopard. The same for the manta ray, lots of different manta rays that have gone live in games or will go live in some of the games in the next couple of weeks and months. And then the harlequin toad. We did not expect this tiny little creature to be so popular, but here we are having an appearance in many, many different games. So yeah, just a bit of a sneak peek for those of you who haven't had the chance to play all the 40 different games to find the activations in real life.
Yeah, it was really cool to see. And that little frog was, Lisa, and my favorite as well. So we were very, very happy to see him everywhere. But just a little bit of a reminder as well about the award criteria. We just wanted to give a quick refresher about what the judges were kind of considering this year. So we asked them to look at 3 categories: innovation, impact, and education. And these were weighted at 50, 30, and 20% respectively. And for innovation, we asked them to look at how bold, brave, risk-taking, and creative the activation is. You know, asking things like, is it well integrated as well? With impact, we were talking about real world impact. So is the activation resulting in contributions to that goal, that collective goal that we have of protecting these wild ecosystems in real life? And then lastly, but of course not least, is this education piece. So how well is the theme and the challenges of wildlife explained in the game or outside of the game? So yeah, that's really what the judges were looking for with these activations.
And then before we get to the actual awards, we also want to do a big shout out to our partners that have helped us make the Jam possible this year. First of all, the team at Milky Wire for collaborating with us to helping us create this technical, creative, and engaging experience for studios as well as players, sourcing and connecting us to 8 organizations on the ground in these 3 ecosystems that are doing the work there. Also, a big shout out to Gautam at Internet of Elephants, who helped us shape the theme of this year and define our collective action within the Jam. And then last but not least, the team at Google, who really helped us to fund our workshops this year, have made the awards possible, pushed for featuring and amplification of all the activations. And they have just been a great sparring partner throughout this journey.
Yeah, huge thank you again. And with that said, it's actually our friends at Google who will hand out the very first award. And we actually have Franzi online and Robbie from Google live in the house to present the award. Franzi, nice to see you there. And if Robbie from Google also wants to come forward in the room, this is the time. So yeah, this is Google's choice, and I think we'll leave it to you, Franzi, to share a few words about why you felt it was important to get involved with the Jam this year. And then you can also tell us why you chose this winner before we roll the nominees.
Awesome. Well, first of all, thank you both. You look very cute in your little setup there. And I hope, I would have wished actually to be with you in London in person, but this is Berlin calling now, so to say. I guess carbon emission wise, it's the wiser choice to stay home. So I do think for a sustainability event, it's also okay to join remotely. And I see there are many people joining remotely. Yeah. My name is Franziska. I'm part of the gaming partnerships team at Google, where we really look holistically across the gaming industry and how we can support. And I know that when we first met up a year ago with Playing for the Planet, we kind of like thought this is a perfect match, because not only like, I mean, the Google products that we have, from the Play team to YouTube to the Google Cloud Platform, they all touch gaming. But also Google has been committed very long, basically since its founding days, to sustainability. I think we've been the first major company to become carbon neutral in 2007 and are aiming higher to be carbon free by 2030. So when we heard of the Green Game Jam in particular, we were like, let's do that, let's partner. And I can say I've been like, it's been incredible to work with you over the past year. We learned so much, and I really look forward to hopefully drive this in the future as well. And to all of you on the call today, and to the participants, it's been really cool to see how you did exactly what we believe drives change. To meet people, and in this case players, where they are, and really have like fun, inspiring and creative ways to educate about how to preserve wildlife, or also kind of like show a little bit where we are in that space. And I can only say as well that the Harlequin toad was my favorite as well. So we had a very hard time actually to even come up with 3 nominees, but I would say let's roll our 3 nominees from the Google's Choice Award.
The nominees for the Google's Choice Award: Love and Pies by TRAILMIX, Mag Interactive, Boom Beach by SUPERCELL.
Yeah, let's get to our please. Congratulations. From our perspective, as Francie said, we really did have a very tough time to choose the awards. I think what it came down to for us was the fact that Love and Pies has this really strong evergreen message of sustainability in the game that was kind of like amplified for the Green Games Jam. So the idea of bringing community together, of bringing all of these themes that are so pertinent and important to the game into one moment. I think it resonated really well with players, and it resonated really well with us. So thank you. Yeah.
Sorry about the technical glitch. That was bound to happen, so it's probably good that it happened now.
Yes. Caro, do you want to say anything?
Sure.
It's not really a question. Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for the Green Game Jam in the first place, and I could participate. Our team really loved participating. They put so much effort and passion into making this event happen. So it's really great for the team to get recognized. Also, thanks to Google for doing so. And I can obviously take absolutely no credit. There's an amazing team behind this who did such a wonderful job. So thanks so much.
Congratulations again to TRAILMIX. Well deserved.
Well deserved indeed. So let's move on. The Media's Choice Award. For this, we had a very nice panel as well of 3 people who were with us last year. Shay, George, and Birdie, thank you so much for taking the time to go over all these activations. And we actually have Shay with us in the room next door. So we would love to ask you, Shay, to come up to the front, share a little bit about what you as a group thought about the activations and why you have gone into the direction you went to, and then after that we will share with you all the nominees for this award category.
Hi, hello, I'm Shane Thompson, and it was an absolute pleasure being able to judge this year's Media Choice Award for the second time in a row. We had loads of late nights pouring over all of the entries, but I think for us what it came down to was a really deep engagement with the theme, and they went above and beyond to kind of hone in on one species as opposed to trying to do loads or like very little for all 3. The winner in particular, like, I don't know, they just did a really great job in showing that they thought about it, and that kind of degree of care, really stood out to us and made us all think that, it's nice our industry takes part in initiatives like this, it sounds really corny and really lame to be like, you know, it's good that everyone's nominated and a part of it's very this geniality, but you know, it really does like stand out to us that the whole industry cares about this and you know wants to make our planet a better place. So yeah, that's everything that I have to say. The nominees, let's see them.
The nominees for the Media's Choice Award: Island Questaway by Nexters, Boom Beach by Supercell, Brawlhalla by Ubisoft Blue Mammoth Games,
The winner is. But congrats.
Yeah, congratulations,
Congratulations.
Supercell at the Boom Beach team. Is anyone from the team or from Supercell on the call that would like to share a couple of things?
Hello.
Hello. I was not expecting this. I'm really glad. It's a big honor to be considered for such an award, let alone actually winning it. I just want to thank the phenomenal team at the STC, the Citadel Conservancy, which helped us understand what their goals were. The amazing team at Boom Beach that helped us with in-game activations that ultimately helped us spread even more awareness. Our content creators and united community that played a crucial part in spreading even more awareness and helped us choose a name for our lovely adopted turtle, which is, by the way, called Dr. Turtle. The Waste Creative team for their amazing social media makeover and social media campaign, which played a huge part into making this happen. And last but not least, also to Deborah for always being super helpful and for helping the Boom Beach team as well. So thank you very much. And I'm really grateful. Thank you.
And we're moving right along to our next two awards. And these two awards are actually not voted for by a panel of judges, but by your peers. And this is Industry's Choice and Most Adoptable. So we asked you to vote for your favorite green activation and consider the theme, real world impact, and creativity, the same as the other judges, but with Most Adoptable, we also looked at how easy it would be to implement one of these activations in another game. And so first, we're going to take a look at Industry's Choice, and here are the nominees.
The nominees for the Industry's Choice Award: GROWTOPIA by Ubisoft Abu Dhabi, My Talking Angela 2 by Outfit 7, Hungry Shark World by Ubisoft London.
Okay, congratulations to all of the nominees. And the winner is, drum roll please, My Talking Angela 2 and Outfit 7.
Here you go. I'll leave you here for a few words and hope you was.
Well, we're not really prepared for that either. Well, yeah, thanks and good afternoon to you all. We're super delighted to have won this award today. And really, it's just the company's dedicated to good causes like this, and we're proud to be a part of this sort of environmental activation.
Yeah, and we really think it's our duty to safeguard the planet, and we're trying to do that by using the Talking Tom and Friends brand to spread awareness and try to make a real impact on these social issues. Thank you.
That's it.
Congratulations again to Outfit 7, and we're going to move swiftly along to the Most Adoptable Award. So we often talk about, the spirit of the jam, and the point is not to be precious with your ideas, but that we want things to spread and catch fire. And so with this award, again, voted for by industry, we asked which green activation is most likely to be adopted by or easily integrated into other games. The nominees.
The nominees for the Most Adoptable Award: My Talking Angela 2 by Outfit 7, GROWTOPIA by Ubisoft Abu Dhabi, Hungry Shark World by Ubisoft London.
And the winner is, drumroll, My Talking Angela 2 by Outfit 7.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I gave a little speech on the last. I'd just like to, yeah, we're super proud to win another award. And, how many to go? 7. Thanks very much.
Yeah, as we said, we have a couple of new awards to hand out today as well. And this is the first one, the best newcomer. Every year we run the jam. We have new studios joining, and often we're so impressed by their energy, their enthusiasm, ambition, and all that they bring into the experience. And the winner of this award, this studio really has gone above and beyond. And we hope that they will inspire the next round of newcomers and veterans alike. So I think the winner is, the winner is here. TRAILMIX and Bitloom Games. Congratulations. And I don't know if James or Susie are on the call today. And if you are and you would like to share a few words.
We think maybe not.
Maybe not, but that's okay. We will make sure that your award reaches you via the mail. And congratulations again to the team at Bitloom Games.
Congrats. At least you can grab a drink of water. And now we're going to switch things up just a little bit. So Lisa and I will talk less, and Lisa can catch her breath. And we're going to go to the room of our audience members, because we're going to hear from John Erner from Space Ape, and from Sam, of course, who's our fearless leader at Playing for the Planet. And they're going to chat a little bit about the origin of the jam. So how did it come about? And many of you may not actually know that John is the brainchild. Oh, sorry, not John is the brainchild. That this is John's brainchild. I'm going to be quiet now.
Right. What's less awkward? I think this is less awkward. Like some of this, yeah, maybe. So for those who don't know the story of how the Green Game Jam happened, this is the main reason, but also there's another one over here with you. So Playing for the Planet is an idea which UN Environment came up with 4 years ago, but inspired by the Play Mob and also the Gridiron Noel Trista, who's now at Microsoft. But it really is the combination of community working to really think about how the industry can make a difference. And so the UN came knocking on doors and said, we'd like to work with you. And the game industry opened the door, and we went in and came up with a plan. But one of the ideas is with John around coming up with the Green Game Jam, because the power of this industry isn't its gamers, it's that reach, it's play, it's activation, it's inspiration. That's where change can be named, and that's where the magic is. So in a non-awkward conversation with John, I'm going to say to him, like, John, I think we came up with this around the table where we're just hashing out what we could do. And I'm just curious about, from a Space Ape perspective, what have you been doing on this, and how far do you think you've come over the past 4 years?
Several different questions in there. I would say, first of all, just for what we've done, and I'm hoping there's a few more awards left. So what we did this year was our BeatStar team built a live event supporting the Western Indian Ocean theme and Milky Way specifically. Basically created a bunch of incentives for people to learn a bit more, fun competition and a leaderboard to play over the weekend and all that kind of good stuff. So it's nice. Yeah. I think the main thing I was thinking, though, having watched it so far, is a nice reminder we probably should do more. We had like a tough year in the last year, and a lot of the company was focused on making new games. I think one of the nice premises and why you see so many mobile game companies in the Green Game Jam is we want to have impact and have impact right now. And having a game that's already live and already has millions of people playing it is the best way to do that. And so for us, I think maybe it's a nice call to arms that we should get back into it. We just launched a game today. Not going to like steal your PR. Yeah, so I think it's going to be a rebuilding year. Great efforts. That one to do. This is a good motivation to do it.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming today.
Yeah.
Where do you think this could go next?
More. I guess I kind of want to steal that and rewind to tell you where to go next to remind you why I started in the first place. Do you mind if I do that?
Yeah, go for it.
I thought there was there's a premise when we were brainstorming at a table, it was just before COVID. And the premise was that there was this big supply problem and a demand problem. In 2019, everything was becoming real. It seems obvious to you now. We all knew about the environmental crisis academically, but by 2019, as in California, for example, there were fires every summer. I was reading about them or staying on TV. So 2019, it was like, oh, this isn't, I know this will happen. Now it's literally, there it is out the window, right? So the supply and the demand problem that we were talking about on the supply side is how do you get game companies to actually partake in this? And then the demand problem is once you solve that, how do you actually activate players in some meaningful way? And where Nick and I had arrived at this, Nick, who's co-worker at the Space Safe, was we've done a pretty good job and had documented what we had done to become carbon neutral. It was kind of easy, you know, when you don't have 1 billion players, it's a little cheaper, a little more affordable, and we were stuck realizing we just become carbon neutral and it doesn't matter. And we realized that our leverage and the industry's leverage is our players. So on the supply side, I came up with an idea and I was convinced I was right. And that was everybody is super competitive like me. And so we're gonna prey on the competitive instincts of game CEOs and founders. We're gonna build a competition. We're gonna say that there are awards that you can win. And these people are like me, they can't resist the chance to compete and win. Yeah. Right? That was basically, and you're like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. And then the second idea on the demand side was that our industry had actually innovated on a really cool thing historically, which is game jam. We come up with creative solutions to interesting problems, and one of the vehicles that we do that, both for fun and for learning, is we'll get together kind of like a gamer nerd version of a hackathon. We're given 1 or 2 problems per year, say reforestation, that's the first year after game jam, or animals is the focus of this one. And everybody spends the day or 2 days with little teams coming up with cool ideas, and then they share them. So the premise was we'll build a competition to get the founders to provide air cover to the designers and the artists and the developers who actually do work all day. And then we'll create a game jam, which will help inspire those designers, developers, and artists to come up with cool stuff. And I'd say one of those 2 ideas completely was a home run and work, and the other was completely wrong. Yeah. So, okay. Care to ask?
No, I think I know what the answer is, but you tell me which one's the home run.
Well, the competition was totally wrong. It turns out both because COVID was happening when we kicked the ceremony off, and because I misunderstood my fellow man. Actually, the thing that people have craved about Green Game Jam since day one was the collaboration. And it turns out that both specifically during COVID and generally after COVID, we don't get a lot of time to collaborate in our day-to-day. And we almost never get time to collaborate with other people who want to talk about things like the environment. And competition has nothing to do with this. And those awards are fun, but it's not why anybody's here. Yeah. So I was wrong, but it didn't matter because the collaboration is what people say. Right. Yeah.
Big one's okay.
Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah. As we're going forward, more. There was a final premise of the game jam that I don't think has materialized yet, and I think we could do a better job of, and that would be my answer to more. Okay. And that idea was that as an industry, we are shameless in copying each other. And couldn't we just for once take that and make something good of it? You know, we're always copying one another's ideas. It's our whole industry. If you see a great idea up here and it is proven to activate millions of people to learn something or do something about the environment, steal that idea, just like we steal all sorts of ideas, because the only competition here is us or the crisis, right? And so I would love, and I mean, this goes for my company as much as anybody, is learn more from what happens at the game jams, apply it in our own game, and just share what works with everyone. Great. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Josh.
Yeah.
So do we come back to you for us to introduce the next award?
No, this is all you guys.
Okay, back to us for the next award. So John, I think you wanted to go first, right?
I'm happy to.
Great. So John's going to go first, and we have a new category, which is the Jam Spirit. And I think there has been console in the Jam previously, and there's somebody certainly in the back of the room who's done so much to help us with this. But this year we're sticking mainly with mobile, so we want to open up console coming more powerfully probably in 2024. So I'm going to introduce the first award of Jam Spirit, which is for Bandai Namco. I don't know. Yes, there we go.
And Bandai Namco, the team at Pac-Man. I think Terry is here. Yumiko might be as well. We have your award here. We know it's very early on your side of the world, and we really appreciate you for being here. We'll make sure this award comes your way so that it can shine in the office over there. And congratulations.
And if you are here, do you have a couple words you'd like to say? If so, then just turn on your video and unmute yourself.
Oh, thank you so much for the award. I don't know like what to say, but this looks really awesome. Yumiko, do you want to say anything?
Hi everyone. Thank you very much for this award. This was a teamwork that our Pac-Man team did with Green Game Jam community and Snow Leopards Trust and Super Game team in India. We are very grateful, and we learned a lot through the journey about the Snow Leopards and the Himalayas. So, we did make a difference internally as well. And we are looking forward to continue the journey throughout the 2023. I think, we want to take the opportunity as to expand our understanding and the support for the wildlife. So thank you, everyone. Let's continue to support each other. The community is amazing. Thank you, Lisa and Deborah and the whole Green Game Jam team and the Jerry.
Thanks, Yumiko. Thanks, Sarah.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and just a little bit more, like the team at Bandai Namco has been with us at the Jam from the start. And every year they find new ways to push themselves, and their willingness to try out things and say yes really makes them a worthy recipient of this very new Spirit Award. But that's not all. We said there would be 10 awards this year, and that's because this year we have a tie and the second Spirit Award to give away. So back to you guys in the room next door.
Sure, I'll do this one. I'm terrified of the whole. Okay, there it is.
Yes, back interactive. Okay, sorry, that was a bit of a technical glitch there again as well, but
Great, it's great.
yes, we see you on here. Yeah.
Let me describe why I think this one's important, if you don't mind. For me, when Sam and company said, "Hey, let's bring the Spirit Award for MAG," it was really exciting. When we started the program, it was really hard to get companies to join. A common answer I would hear is, "Oh, our CEO has big goals. Don't know if we have time to work on the environment." I feel that pressure myself all the time. And Daniel, the CEO and founder of MAG, was like, "Screw it, we're doing this, no question." Participated from day one. I thought the best entry in the first year. They did this really cool reforestation activation with Tree Please in their studio, and in the years that have followed, not only have they done stuff every year that they've committed, but they have probably done the best job of anybody recruiting. And I think a lot of companies that are now involved and that we're so thrilled to have as a part of this right here, because Daniel is just constantly hunting to join. So yeah, I think Spirit Award is totally well earned by Daniel, Chris, and everybody else at MAG. Congrats. Great.
Chris, do you have a couple words you want to say?
Yeah, I just think it's great to be a part of this initiative. And yeah, as we've been here, I think it's our 4th year, maybe. Yeah, and we just love participating, making a difference, and engaging our players to have an impact. So yeah, hopefully we'll be continuing this and recruiting more new people to join. So yeah, thanks a lot.
And here is your award. We will, of course, make sure that you get your hands on it, and the whole team at MAG gets their hands on it. And, just as John said, we really want to give a big congratulations to MAG for their whole suite of games. It's really well deserved because they have been with us since year one, and they've always just been like a really driving force when it comes to the Jam, and not just implementing activations across their portfolio, but also encouraging other studios to join and sharing their knowledge with newcomers. So yeah, massive thank you to MAG for their consistency and support.
And of course, none of this would be possible or make any sense without players. So we have the Players' Choice Award here, which gives all of your player communities a voice to determine which green activation they like best. And this year, we have actually heard from roughly 280,000 players that have voted. So let's see what they said.
The nominees for the Players' Choice Award: Brawl Stars by Supercell, Love and Pies by TRAILMIX, June's Journey by WOOGA.
Oh boy. And the winner for the Players' Choice Award is, can anybody guess it? Because it's June's Journey for the third year in a row. We have considered renaming this award into the June's Journey Award because their player community is amazingly engaged with everything that June's Journey does. And massive congratulations to WOOGA again. The players have spoken. Yeah, congrats. And I saw a lot of people from WOOGA on the call. I don't know if Galina is here, and would be great if you could say something. Yeah, there you are.
I hope you can hear me well. So yeah, super exciting for us. Again, thank you very much for participating and for giving this opportunity again to engage our community with such amazing green activation. They loved it this year a lot. They loved the snow leopards. They shared knowledge about how important to protect them. But for us, we also will never tired to say how much we are proud of our players. We appreciate them. They are a part of our WOOGA community, and we say huge thanks to them for supporting us and support Green Game Jam and supporting this year activation. Thank you.
Thank you, Galina. Of course, you'll be getting an award as well, which I'll personally bring back to Berlin and drop it off at the office next week. And yeah, back to you, Deb.
Okay, next up, we have the UNIP Choice Award. We only have 2 awards left, actually, so we are doing well on time. And of course, Playing for the Planet is facilitated by the United Nations Environment Program, and everything we're doing at P4P and through the Jam is in service to players and the planet. And every year we have a panel of environmental experts choose the activation that they think has done the best job in driving influence and education. And this year we had judges from UNIP, Georgina, David, and Melissa. And we have David here with us. Say hello. He's going to tell us a little bit about why the nominees were chosen before we roll the video.
Thanks, everyone. It's an absolute pleasure to be here. Well, UNEP was really looking for the games that had the biggest potential impact in the real world. So that was our selection criteria, and that's what we evaluated against. And we really struggled to narrow it down to the top 3, but we think at the end of the day, we did succeed, and we will now present to you the final shortlist from the UNEP Choice Award.
The nominees for the UNEP Choice Award: June's Journey by WOOGA, Boom Beach by Supercell, DIGGY'S Adventure by Pixel Federation.
And the winner is?
Drum roll, please. Yes, the winner is Boom Beach. Congratulations. Congratulations. Big congratulations to the Boom Beach team. We thought this was a fantastic game. What we really loved about it was the way it connects the digital world and the physical world together. And the fact that you can actually watch a sea turtle migration using satellite technology and really start to understand the challenges they face. We just thought this was fantastic. So huge congratulations. But before you turn my camera off, I wanted to also, on behalf of the panel, just give a special shout out to Carbon Island from Tencent. We thought this was a magnificent game. We really appreciated the depth of thought that went into it. It was slightly a different theme from the competition, but we just wanted to give a shout out to it because there was a huge amount of effort that went into it, and we really liked what they tried to do. Thanks very much.
And Nuno, if you are still on the call and would like to join us again.
Yeah, thank you. I'm lost for words. I'm extremely glad. I really don't know what to say, but thank you. Receiving this award is not just an achievement, it's a recognition of the power that games have to educate, inspire, and create positive change. It's also a reminder that no matter how small our actions may seem, they can have a big impact. So let's continue to use games as a platform for raising awareness, promoting sustainability, and showing the world that fun and making a difference can go hand in hand. So thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Well done.
And thank you, David. And of course, we'll be bringing back the award for you, Nuno, as well, the second award. So get ready. And that was beautifully said as well by Nuno.
Yes. Yes.
And
we're actually coming to an end. So
we're coming to the end.
We might be, running or going faster. And usually we need more time. So that's a nice change. Last but not least, our final award of the afternoon. This year's theme, of course, was wildlife, and our panel of wildlife experts have chosen a winner. So thank you, Paula, Gautam, Alice, and Warren. Thank you very much for going through everything. And before we hopefully do not run into another video error for the nominees, we will hand over the mic to Gautam in Nairobi.
Thanks so much, everybody. My name is Gautam Shah. I run a conservation company that's called Internet of Elephants. And what we do is we tell wildlife stories, but we do it through games and other digital channels. Now, while we might be the smallest member of the Playing for the Planet Alliance, probably by far, we're also one of the only ones that's entirely dedicated to using the power of games for the benefit of biodiversity. Now, that doesn't mean that we think we need to make a bunch of new games about wildlife. That's certainly part of it, and it's certainly fun to do. But the real opportunity to make a difference is for the most influential game studios in the world to include wildlife content and stories into their existing, already popular titles. And that's why we're so happy and proud to be involved in planning and judging this year's Green Game Jam. I guess our hope, one hope is that wildlife is always the theme. I'll talk with the team about that later. And our other hope is that we can get to a place where the jam goes from a once-a-year activation to something that's more persistent and permanent in all games. I think I read somewhere that you guys call it always on, which would be an incredible outcome. But first things first, let's get to the Best in Wildlife Award for this year's jam. And on behalf of all the judges on the panel, Paula, Alice, Warren, I can say that it was an extremely close competition, separated by the smallest of margins. All of this year's nominees, they demonstrated innovative approaches to storytelling, a deep commitment to real world outcomes for wildlife, and ways of inspiring their audiences to stay engaged even after the activation ends. And so with that, I will ask you to roll the video for this year's nominees.
The nominees for the Best in Wildlife Award. Boom Beach by SUPERCELL. June's Journey by WOOGA. Love and Pies by TRAILMIX.
And the winner is... June's Journey. I think this is the second award that June's Journey has won this year. We really love the approach to community involvement, the real world links to actual places in the wild and conservation organizations that are associated with those places. And also, quite honestly, the marketing plan and support, entirely around it. So it was an incredible commitment to the jam in all aspects. So congratulations to June's Journey, and Yeah, would somebody at WOOGA like to come in and say a few words?
Oh, hello again. I hope you can hear me. I'm super excited. Thank you so much. It's amazing news. We are happy, we are proud. I'm extremely grateful to my team who were supporting us and who did so many cool things this year, from going to the Leipzig Zoo to actually to check the snow leopards there, to encourage our players to privately donate to the Snow Leopard Trust, and actually do a huge impact on the educational side to encourage our community to learn about the Himalayas and why it's important to preserve it. Again, we are super happy. Thank you very much for this opportunity. We appreciate, we're excited, we're inspired, and yes, we're super happy. Thank you.
Thank you, Galina. The second award will come back to Berlin as well.
Thanks so much. And that really is all of our awards. So again, just a massive congratulations
to everyone,
to all the nominees and all the winners. If we can just give everybody a hand. And we've just been like super impressed and encouraged by the level of effort in this year's Green Game Jam. Everyone has really shown like their dedication. And before we go, we just wanted to take a look at where we've gotten to with our collective goal. And so just a reminder that we wanted to collect $1 million to protect 3 wild ecosystems and the species living there, particularly the harlequin toad, snow leopard, and manta ray for 1 year. And we partnered with the team at Milky Wire, who sourced 8 fantastic organizations working on the ground.
And a quick look at those stats. More than half of the studios have partnered up with Milky Wire and used the Green Game Jam donation flow and technology things that Milky Wire has set up for us. 15% of the studios this year have worked with one of those 8 partner organizations on the ground directly, and 23% of studios have worked with other partners outside the jam, but focusing on different wildlife organizations as well. And with that, we have already at this point reached a total of $600,000 as part of the Green Game Jam. Not all activations have gone live yet. There's still some to come. So we will continue to monitor this number and at the end of the year, or probably more likely early next year, when Playing for the Planet's annual impact report for 2023 comes out, we will be updating everyone on the final number. And having said that, if you would still like to contribute to this goal, feel free to take out your phone, scan this QR code, browse through the amazing landing page that Milky Wire has created for us, and do your thing. And I think
we can actually, you remember, we can see all of you in the room. So if you've got your phones out or not, we can tell. Looking at you, Nick and Carol in the front row. Just kidding.
Jokes aside, right now we're almost at the end. We would it's not just all about cold hard cash. And before we hop off the virtual awards and start mingling with the folks in the room next door, we wanted to share a little bit more about other ways to make a difference. So we would love to ask Sam to step up and go to the front and share a little bit more about what studios can do more. And if you could go to the, when you face the room, the right side, that would be great, because then everybody can hear you better as you're closer to the microphone.
Great. Okay, I just want to start by saying a big thank you to Lisa and to Deb. I think you've done a great job. So, round of applause. Lisa was ridiculously nervous about doing this. I think you came through okay, so nice job. I also want to say a massive thank you to Ukie for hosting us here today. I think Kirsty done a magnificent job, and Playing for the Planet wouldn't be where it was without a lot of help that we get from Ukie. So Kirsty at the back, a massive thank you. Jude as well briefly from TRAILMIX, because I think you inspired us to do this in the first place about 4 or 5 years ago. So thank you for everything you've done with us as well. Then I want to just say a few things, which is we're in a real tight fix right now. What we're seeing around the world is happening at a faster rate than any of us ever imagined. This isn't the games industry's responsibility, but it's on all of us to see what we can do to make a difference. I think what we're looking at, this is a 1.2 degree planet, and everything suggests we're heading for 3 or 4, unless we pull the brakes fast. And so I think there is a work that I do at the environment, which is about how to inspire and educate as many different people as possible to make a difference. So we're working with universities around the world on green jobs and green skills. So everyone moving into the workforce can make a difference with what they do during their 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. We're also working with the sports around the world to try and get into people's hearts, get schools to think about what difference they can make with the Olympics, FIFA and others. But I also think what we're looking to do is work with industries where there is transformative power to see how we can support you to build your confidence and your capability to make a difference. So Playing for the Planet is about that spirit, which John spoke to at the beginning, of collaboration. And what we do at the UN is to create a safe space and to create a place where people can have conversations where they can learn and listen to each other and do what John said, which is copy. All the ideas are out there for us to be successful. We need to be relatively innovative, but we don't need to be super smart because it's already Playing for the Planet is about 3 things. One is decarbonisation. So Kieran at the back of the room, Matt here, Carbon Trust, been doing a huge amount of work with us with other studio members. Nicola, I see there's from UBISOFT. I'm sure others are in the chat, but I don't know that are doing some remarkable work to make a difference on really trying to think about how we can pull down the carbon that we're producing as quickly as we possibly can. And this is a task that's urgent, not a task that's perfect. We all need to make a start to make a difference. And this isn't something we can put off any longer. The second thing is green activations in games. The games industry reaches 3.2 billion people. And Playing for the Planet combined, probably some crossovers, around 1.5 billion gamers. We think that superpower can be remarkable. And what Gautam said about being always on is important. This doesn't need to be a seasonal activity we just do to win a very nice award. It's something we can do every day if we choose to. And gamers want you to do this. Jude's been doing a lot of research. We've been doing some research, 400,000 gamers, that say that they want this. This isn't something that they're kind of nervous, not interested in. They want to hear this from you. So there is a demand for you to supply it as well. So I think the Green Game Jam needs to be a cultural thing that becomes a normative thing, as opposed to a seasonal thing that becomes a one-off. So we shouldn't need these awards. We want to put these awards out of business because it's happened, because you're already doing it anyway. And the final thing is joining the alliance. Siri at the back, who's going to wave her hand right now, is the partner in crime on Playing for the Planet with Lisa, Deb, and many of you. And I think this initiative wouldn't be the initiative if it wasn't for the energy of just Jen in the front row, what she does at us too. It's remarkable. But what I think we try and do is give everybody a seat at the table so they can make a difference. This isn't an exclusive club. It's an inclusive club where everyone can join. So what we're trying to get people to do is to turn up and say, I can't do everything, but I can do this. And so that's fine. But next year you can do this. Okay, that's fine. And so what we want to do is ratchet. And we want to get other industries to look at the games industries. The music, look, well, games is doing this, the music should be doing that. And so we're talking with music and saying, you guys are miles behind. Miles behind. This is what this industry is doing. You should do the same. So the games lead, we can push others to follow. And David on the call there runs our digital transformation program with Sally, and he is working to think about how we can leverage Playing for the Planet for other tech sectors to think about what they can do. So on behalf of everyone from Playing for the Planet, thank you for all you have done. Thank you for all you're about to do. We do think we'd like Jam members to join the initiative because I think there's a lot more you could do rather than just green activations and games. But really, green activations and games is the place to start. So thank you for a great day today. I'm going to hand it back to Lisa and Deb, and I'll join you all for a drink.
Thank you so much, Sam, and everyone in the room as well. So as we said at the outset, we really think all of you are winners. So let's have a huge round of applause for everybody who participated. And thank you, of course, to everyone watching and participating online. to those of you here live in person. And again, thanks to Ukie for hosting us and actually letting us come together in person. And of course, we want to thank our partners again this year. Lisa, would you like to say thank you?
Thank you to Google, Milky Wire, and Internet of Elephants. It has really been a significant difference to have you on board this year. So massive, massive thank you. And thank you, Deb.
And thank you, Lisa.
Would not want to have done this without you. And everyone else that participated, thank you for your patience, keeping up with us. It's just the two of us trying to make this happen. And I think we did quite a good job.
We did
but
okay.
Let us know if you can improve. We're always open to feedback. That's it for us. Next year is around the corner, so stay tuned for a new theme, new things, new awards, and yeah, as every year, we also hope to change things and refine our approach in the coming year as well. Have a great afternoon, morning to those in the US, and see you soon, people next door. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. It was a pleasure having you here.
Bye.